Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. It's been long time for we are making the video. Now we will be starting videos in regular interval. Today we are going to see a topic about accounting for partnership. Please subscribe our channel and click the bell icon. Let's get into the video. Today we are going to see about partnership accounts. First we will start with nature of partnership. According to Section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act, there should be two or more persons joined together to set up a business who agreed to share profit or losses of the business. We will analyze this section 4 in a detailed manner in the next slide. And we are going to the partners and firms. Persons who have entered into the partnership with one and with another are called individually are called partners. If they are individual partners, collectively is called partnership firm. Say for example, Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C joined together and started a partnership firm called ABC and Co. Here, A, B, and C are called partners, and collectively the firm name called ABC and Co. that is called partnership firm. We will see the features of the partnership. Two or more persons. It means that if you want to start a partnership firm, there should be at least two persons or more persons for coming together for a common goal. It means that if you want to start a partnership firm, there should be at least two persons to form a partnership. As per Section 464 of Companies Act 2013, central government empowered to prescribe maximum number of partners in a firm, but the number of partners cannot be more than 100. It means that there can be the minimum should be two persons. We seen in the previous one, and central government is telling that there should be how much numbers can be partners can be there. The maximum should be not more not more than 100. It means that minimum to maximum 100 partners can be there in the partnership firm. So now Mr. A and Mr. B and Mr. C has formed the partnership firm, and there should be agreement is required. The agreement means nothing but the agreement may be written or oral agreement. Written agreement means in the prescribed format, all the terms and conditions will be written in the partnership deed, and it is signed by all the partners. Oral agreement means which has not been written all the agreements in the written paper. It has been just an oral talk only. So there are two types of agreement. One is written and one is oral agreement. So next one is to carry on a business. The agreement should be to carry on a legal business. So it means that the person who has joined together as per the Companies Act, there should maximum number should not be more than 100, and the agreement may be oral agreement or written agreement. Why they have joined the business? Why they have joined together to do a business? That is the objective of the business. So the business should be a legal one. Gambling, all those things cannot be coming under the partnership business. The business should be a legal one. Why they are doing the business? Everyone for sharing of profit. Profit means includes losses. Profit or losses should be shared agreed between the partners as per the agreement, or should be shared equally between the partners. It means that, for example, ABC partnership firm has done the business of selling the books. They have got a profit of 100 crores, for example. So the 100 crores should be distributed between the partners of A, B, and C. If there is no agreement exists, the 100 crores should be distributed equally. Now we will see the contents of partnership deed. So these are the basic content should be available in the partnership deed. First is name and address of the firm and its main business. It means that what is the firm name? That in our example, ABC and Co is the firm name and where it is situated. We need to, in the partnership deed, should mention the name and address of the firm and its main business. And second one, name and address of all the partners. It means that, for example, in our example, A, B, C are the individual partners. So all those three persons and their respective personal address will be mentioned in the partnership deed. Amount of capital to be contributed by each partner. It means that if you want to start a business, you need capital, right? So for that, a partnership deed will mention how much amount should be contributed by the each partners as a capital. The accounting period of the firm. It means that accounting period means in India, the accounting period is 1st April to 31st March of next year. So this is the accounting period for the in India as per the Income Tax Act. The accounting period will be vary to business or person to person. Now in US, the accounting period is 1st January to 31st December. In India, 1st April to 31st March. So the accounting period will form according to their requirement. And the date of commencement of the partnership. The partnership deed will mention the date on which the partnership has been started. The business has been started. And the rules, if you're starting a partnership firm, you will be maintaining the bank account, right? So all those things you need to mention what are the rules for operating the bank accounts. So those things should be mentioned in the partnership. For example, you will be having a 10 partners in your firm. So all the 10 partners cannot sign in the checkbook, right? So in that scenario, all the 10 partners will give you a power of attorney to either two partners. So those rules and all we will be mentioning in this partnership deed. Profit and loss sharing ratio. The partnership will earn a profit for, say, we've seen 100 crores, right? The partnership firm is telling partner A should get 50% ratio, partner B should get 25% ratio, and partner C should get another 25% ratio. So accordingly, the profit will be shared accordingly between the partners. Profit includes losses also. It means that if the partnership firm is incurring a loss of 100 crores, so those 100 crores also will be shared according to the partnership deed. If the partnership deed is silent in the profit sharing ratio, it will be shared equally. So next is rate of interest on capital, loans and drawings, etc. It means that rate of interest, the partner has introduced the capital to the partnership firm. In turn, the partnership firm will give a rate of interest, say for example 6% or 5% or 2% or 3%, whatever it is. It should mention in the partnership deed that how much interest on capital is going to be paid by the partnership firm. And next one is mode of auditor's appointment. How the auditors will be appointed, if it is a tax audit cases, all those things will be contained in the partnership form or partnership deed. Salaries or commission if payable to any partner. What are the terms and conditions for giving a salaries or commission to the partnership firm if anything is payable to the partner? And what are the rights and liabilities of each partner? All those things will be entered in the partnership deed in an exhaustive manner. And there are another cases, like if there is any admission or retirement or death of a partner, what are the rules to be followed? All those details will be available in the partnership deed. So if you are making a summary, partnership is governed by Indian Partnership Act of 1932. It means that two or more persons joined together to set up a business, to agree to share profit and losses. The individual partners are called partners and collectively called partnership firm. And futures we have seen. As per 464 of the Companies Act 2013, in the maximum number of persons cannot be more than 100 persons. The agreement may be oral or written. Business should be carried on a legal business. Sharing of profit should be shared equally. If there is if the partnership deed is silent, partnership deed contains is name and address of the firm, name and address of all partners, amount of capital to be contributed, the accounting period of the firm, the date of commencement of the partnership, profit and loss sharing ratio, mode of auditor's appointment, salary and commission payable to the partner, and the rules to be followed in case of admission, retirement, and death of a partner. Thank you guys watching for the video. Please subscribe our channel. We will join together in the next video.